Hi guys. Yeah, in this video I'm hopefully gonna show you some items, accessories for a wheelchair that might help you when you're out and about travelling or what have you. So I recently just got my Igo, my wheelchair back, because I sent it off to be serviced and repaired. I sent it to Able World. That's where I got it originally a couple of years ago. Able World are really good with their customers, and they're really good at repairing. They have their own, I don't know, is it engineers and wheelchair mechanics, I guess. So yeah, and what it was is I had a problem with the chassis. It looked like it was bent, but it turns out, thank God, that it wasn't bent, that it was just a few screws at the bottom here. Don't know if you can see those screws properly. My camera might be a bit high up. But yeah, those screws had loosened, and it was due to going over bumps and potholes and the what I like to call is spine destroying death curbs. So they're the curbs that are supposed to be drop curbs or blind crossing curbs, and they're supposed to be completely flush with the road, but they're not always flush. They are still a step. And sometimes with my sight, it's a little bit difficult to gauge whether it's flush or whether there's still a bit of a step there, you know. So yeah, but yeah, they fixed all that issue. They realigned it, tightened up bolts. They replaced the bearings in the wheels and greased them. They checked the suspension on the front wheels. They checked everything. And they even gave it clean as well. So it come back to me looking brand new. So yeah, I'm really, really happy. But it did cost me something like £80 for the service. And the service isn't covered by my insurance. But if the frame, the chassis was damaged, like bent or whatever, then my insurance would have covered that. But for the small stuff that a service can fix, my insurance doesn't cover that. So, but £80, 20 of that was for pick-up and delivery cost. So they come and picked it up from my house, then dropped it back off when they were finished with it. So that made life a lot easier for me. So I'm not too worried about the cost of it all, really, the £80. So yeah, I've got my independence and freedom machine back. So it's all good. Well worth £80, I'd say. But yeah, anyway, let's get down to showing you some of these things I have. Now, firstly, I'm going to show you the Bundle Beanie stuff because I love the Bundle Beanie things. Now, Bundle Beanie are on Amazon. They have their own shop on Amazon. So I will share the link for that shop below this video in the comment section on YouTube and on Facebook, so you can find it easier. But yeah, I've gone for the polar bear print because who doesn't like polar bears? They are cute. So this opens, got a little popper there, and as you can see, there's a couple of different compartments. Here we have like a cup holder, or another one there, or if you were using this on a baby's pushchair, they could be bottle holders for the baby's milk. Because yes, Bundle Beanie do make items for wheelchairs and for pushchairs. But yeah, there's a big compartment in there. I'll get it at the camera. There's also a little Velcro pocket there, putting little bits and pieces on. And then of course you have these Velcro straps on each side. Now you can hook that onto the back handles, and that works, I think, with a pushchair. But what I like to do is attach it to the front here. Then my chair's moving backwards on me. Excuse me. So yeah, I like to attach it to the front here. Now if you bear with me, let's see if I can do that now. So on the iGo, the cushion comes off, it is velcroed on. So I'm going to take that off for the moment so I can see what I'm doing with this. So this can be a little bit tricky because I've got to get through a little gap here on the wheelchair. So you might have to bear with me for a moment. If I can get this correct. There's a certain way it goes on where the straps are kept out of the way. And I don't want the straps to be in my way. So, and then plus trying to get it through this little gap without it sticking to itself, because it is Velcro, it's a little bit tricky. So, there we go, that's that side on. Now let's see if I can get this side on as well. So, don't want to do it too tight. That. Now go stick your face. There we go. And done. So there we have it. And with that, I put in all the stuff that I need access to throughout the day, such as, I don't know, my wet wipes, my hand sanitizer, my phone, you know, stuff like that. So I have easier access to it. Also, I have tested these cup bottle holders out. They will fit, you know, the tall skinny thermos cups. I have one of those and it fits in there nicely. Also some bigger bottles and things do fit in there. But yeah, it's really handy. So I can have my nice hot cup of tea or hot cocoa, my phone, all my bits and pieces in there. Right, so let's put this seat cushion back on. I've got to make sure I put it on the right way though. So that's the front, that's the back. And try and put it on straight as well. This is where my OCD kicks in. It's not quite straight, but I will solve that problem in a minute. So yeah, this super handy. I don't know where I'd be without it really. Well, I know where I'd be without it. Everything would be in a backpack on the back of the wheelchair and I won't be able to reach it. and I'll be constantly bugging my carer John. Oh, can you get this out of my bag, please? Can you get that out of my bag? So having this there stops. It gives me a bit of independence back. You know, that seems silly and it's small. Just those small bits of independence, like being able to get your phone out of a bag yourself. You know, those little bits of independence do add up. So this I definitely recommend, and they do have loads of other prints as well. Like they have the dark blue with the pink flamingos. They have one with penguins on it, I believe. Yeah, they have a few different ones. Now, bundle beanie again, another bundle beanie thing I'm going to show you quickly here. I'm not going to put this on my wheelchair at the moment because I do find this difficult to put on myself and I do need help with it. Plus, I need to be sat in the wheelchair to put this on. Now, this comes in its own little drawstring baggie as well. So you can fold it up or roll it up and put it in there, which is handy. But yeah, this is a cozy. It is very fleecy and warm on the inside, so it's perfect for colder weather. It's waterproof fabric on the outside, and it has all these Velcro elasticated straps along each side and on the bottom. So what you would do, I'm not going to fully put it on the chair, but you would, this bottom bit, you can't see my foot plate down there. I don't know if I can, bear with me a second, trying to maneuver this in. Yeah, you can't really see the foot plate down there, but this, you can undo this bit of Velcro. That will hook, the elastic will hook over your feet and over the foot plate, and then you do the Velcro up underneath. And all these Velcro straps you strap to the frame of the wheelchair, so then you are nicely covered and warm, and you'll be kept dry. But yeah, it also has a nice little pocket here, I suppose, putting your hands in, keep your hands warm maybe, or I don't know. I call these types of pockets snack pockets. I don't know about you, but I have pockets like this on hoodies, and that's where my snacks go all the time. So yeah, perfect for a snack pocket. Put your sweets in there, some chocolate bars maybe. That's what I use them kind of pockets for. But yeah, again, they are on Amazon, Bundle Beanie. Again, I will put the link to the Amazon Bundle Beanie store below the video, both on YouTube and on Facebook. So you'll be able to find that easier. What else have we got? This thing. Now this is a cushion. Now the iGo cushion itself is very comfortable. It's an okay cushion. It's very good. But I like to have a little bit added comfort and support for my spine and my hips. Now if I find the opening on this, I will show you what it looks like inside. This has a very tiny zip and I cannot see it, so I have to kind of feel for it. There it is. So now if you can see that there, it's very small and it's the same colour as the cushion itself, so there's no contrast there for me to see. And you can't see the zip itself, so yeah. But yeah, as you can see, this has in it like a honeycomb latex rubber kind of thing, and it's all squishy. And it's shock absorbing. Now, it doesn't fully stop me feeling all the bumps, but it makes it better. It kind of takes a lot of the shock out of each bump, so my spine, my hips, my neck and everything like that doesn't feel the bump so much, unless it's a massive bump, then, you know, I feel that. But I find this very good, very comfortable. And I believe I got that on Amazon, but you can get similar ones in Able World or other mobility shops. But yeah, I can't remember how much I paid for that. It wasn't that expensive. I think about no more than £10–15, I don't think. I might be wrong about that though. Might have been less. But yeah, it's very, very comfortable. So what else have I got to put on there? Oh yeah, I was going to show you my rain poncho. I hate the rain poncho. I'm not going to unfold it. Well, I might do, I don't know. Because it is a pain in the bum to fold back up. Yeah, so Igo has this little pouch at the bottom. And that's usually where I keep stuff like my charger. Never go anywhere without this. Because even if I run out of battery when I'm out and about, I just find the nearest mobility store and they will charge it for me. Now, I know Able World will do it for free, but I think there are some disability shops out there, mobility shops, that may charge a little bit of money for it, for charging it. But you know, so my rain poncho, I hate this thing. It works. It keeps me bone dry, keeps the wheelchair bone dry. Well, all the important parts of the wheelchair anyway, such as the seat, the control panel. But it's one of those ones, it has a really tight hood, and then like it's like a tent. And it's got no armholes. It just goes down over me and the wheelchair, and it is horrible. And I look like a tent on wheels going down the road with it on, and it's uncomfortable and annoying, and I hate it. But it does the job. It keeps me dry. You know, but there may be other versions of this out there that are better. But yeah, I hardly ever use this. I just have it as an emergency. So if I'm out and about and it starts raining out of nowhere, I get this out and put this on. But I'm not going to unfold it because it's a pain in the ass to fold that up. I'm just going to stick it back in there along with my charger. And there we go. I also have this little blanket, it's Rick and Morty glow in the dark. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But it's a very thin blanket. Sometimes my legs do get a bit cold when out and about. So I just put this on for a bit of warmth, and I carry this one on me all the time, which is usually put in the backpack or in the compartment under here, which I don't think has room for it in there at the moment. But yeah, this is a good little blanket. It rolls up quite small. So yeah, can't remember when I got that one. I think it was bought for me by my partner from a shop somewhere. But yeah, it's a nice little blanket. And then I have more things. So this is a wheelchair backpack, and it has compartments on the sides to put walking sticks or crutches in that, which is very handy. But it's quite a big bag. Like there is loads of space in there. And as you can see, this one I got from Able World. It's a very good little backpack. Now this, I have a bit of trouble sometimes putting on, but this kind of just slots onto the back. If I try and do this now. Oh, this thing's heavy. Well, it's heavy for me anyway. So, just take this bit and that. So it's down over the back, and then I guess you just tighten the straps. As I said, I do have a little bit of trouble with this bit. Usually my partner will help me with this. Guess it's a case of slowly tightening each strap a bit at a time. Do these side ones. Now these side ones I might need to undo them fully to put them around the bottom. See, my partner's a lot better at this than I am, but you get the idea. You put it on the back and do up the straps, and when my partner puts it on, it's a lot better, a lot more secure, so I might have to get him to do that for me in a minute. But yeah. These bits here, I've got to undo it from there and put it round so that it doesn't interfere with the armrests. But yeah, it's a very good little bag. There's a lot of room in it. Don't be tempted though, I know this applies with the iGo. Don't be tempted if you have one of these bags on your iGo. Don't be tempted to fill it full of loads of heavy things like heavy shopping, because I did that once and regretted it straight away. you know, because me and John have been out shopping. We got loads of heavy, like, bottles of drink, like Coca-Cola and stuff like that. You know, the big bottles. Was it something like 3 litres or something like that? We got a good few of those. And where John has issues with his shoulders and his back as well, I was like, well, save you carrying all those heavy bottles, put them in the wheelchair, in the bag on the wheelchair, and then, you know, the wheelchair would do the heavy lifting. I regretted it straight away because it overloaded the wheelchair. The wheelchair didn't tip backwards or anything, you know, but it made the steering go a bit funny, a bit laggy, and the motors were making a funny noise. So I was like, nah, get them out of that bag straight away. Because, like, I was trying to go left, and it was like, and it was like, nah, I don't want to do that. So, yeah, do not put loads of heavy stuff on the back of your Igo. So, yeah, I mean, the Igo is a brilliant little wheelchair for getting you around from A to B. Where it's so small and compact as well, it's good for using on and off of buses, where I don't drive, I don't have a car, neither does my partner. So we rely on public transport. So I needed a mobility device that was going to be easy enough to get on and off public transport, such as buses and trains. And this is perfect for that. You know, and it's great for zooming around the town centre, in and out of shops and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a great little wheelchair. The only problem with it is it doesn't cope well with uneven ground. So stuff with like loads of potholes and bumps and slopes, it's a bit iffy with that kind of ground, which is nowadays impossible to avoid that. I mean, because just from my house to the local bus stop, there are several death curbs, spine-destroying death curbs, and there's like potholes not just on the roads but on the actual pavements as well. There are manholes that are not flush, drains and manholes that are not flush with the ground, they stick up. And of course, with my eyesight as well, my issues with my eyesight as well, I can't always gauge, you know, I can't always see the fact that they pop out of the ground and stuff like that. I can't always tell the depth of a pothole. Sometimes I don't even see the potholes at all. I can't always gauge the depth of a drop curb. So yeah, it's a little bit tricky. So it's impossible to avoid those things. Which hopefully I'm going to do a video on, where I'm going to attach my little action camera to my wheelchair, and then try and get some footage of me out and about and some of the issues with the potholes and drop curbs. So hopefully I can do that in the next couple of weeks. I've been meaning to do it for a while, but never got around to it. So yeah. But yeah, I think that is it for the little accessories for the wheelchair. As I said, the bundle beanie things, I will put the link for those for the Amazon shop for that, both on Facebook and YouTube. I will also put the Able World website on Facebook and YouTube as well below this video. because AbleWorld do have a website and they have a couple of different shops and branches up and down the UK. I do believe as well you can order things from their website and they will deliver them. So yeah, I will put links for that below the video. And yeah, I hope this has been a helpful video. And I think I'm going to go because I've got stuff to do today. I'm supposed to be getting ready to go out, so I need to go and get a new phone. My old phone is kind of dying on me slowly. It's so old that most of the apps won't even load anymore, which usually, yeah, it's not a problem, but the only apps that won't load are the ones I use regularly, the useful ones, like the ones for topping up my electric, you know, the ones for ordering my next lot of medication, you know, those kinds of apps, the ones I need to be using, don't work on the phone. The games work perfectly fine, you know, so yeah, I need a new phone, so hopefully I'm going to go and get one of those today. So yeah, thanks for watching, and as I said, I hope this video has been helpful, and I shall see you all later. Bye bye.